So with that, let me first invite, and I'm going to say, is it Lisa Bucambuso?
That's perfect, yeah.
All right. And the topic is reform of Pueblo Animal Shelter.
The packets that are being presented to you are a little program that I actually put together myself. About 9 weeks ago, Pueblo Animal Services met with Reform Pueblo Animal Services at the request of City Council. Pueblo Animal Services did have a couple of things that they wanted to collaborate on with Reform Pueblo Animal Services to try and make things better. One of the things that they brought up to Reform Pueblo Animal Services was they needed a bottle baby program. So I know that this is important in Pueblo because any animal that weighs under 2 pounds is not available for adoption. You can't legally adopt out an animal that weighs less than 2 pounds. So in a traditional shelter setting, the animal can be killed just for the sake that it's too young. So that's where a foster-based program of people that are well-trained on how to bottle feed kittens is important. And that's where I got excited to put this together. My name is Lisa Bucambuso, and I'm the executive director of a nonprofit spay and neuter clinic and no-kill shelter that is run here in Pueblo, Colorado. So I was really able to give some, I think, important data in the packet you have in front of you. If you look at it, you'll see that every piece of paper has the Spay and Neuter Clinic's logo on the top. Now, what will be provided to Pueblo Animal Services will be this program. We've already put this in place at the Spay and Neuter Clinic, and we're actually doing really well with it. And one of the best things is this little orphan kittens guide. What's really important for us to do with our foster parents is to make them feel comfortable. A lot of people don't even want to attempt to bottle feed kittens because they're fragile. And if they don't know what they're doing, they might feel that they're more of in a detrimental position for that kitten. So what we would like to do is just get them the right training, which is utilizing this pamphlet and utilizing all of the articles that I've included in my paper, and some hands-on training, which I have agreed to do for any organization that has foster parents willing to bottle feed. I'll do the hands-on training for that. So it's really just taking the scare away from the foster parents, and it's taking a lot of work away from any organizations because it's all right there. Pretty much everything they need is right here at their hands. So I'd like to thank you for your time. I hope that you look through this. I've included a business card with my number on it, and my email address is included in this packet. So if you have any further questions, feel free to contact me. Thank you, everyone.
All right, next I'd like to invite up Shanna Farmer. And welcome, Shanna. And same topic, Reform Pueblo Animal Shelter.
Thank you, council members. It's always a pleasure to be here, and I wanted to come tonight to update you a little bit on the progress and what has happened since we presented to you on July 10th about Reform Pueblo Animal Services and Pueblo Animal Services. So at your request of working together, we met with Pueblo Animal Services leadership team and HSPPR's leadership team on August 2nd. And we talked through a lot of issues, and at the end of that meeting, they asked us to take on 2 tasks. And one task was the Bottle Baby program, which you just heard about from the amazing Lisa at SoCo Spay and Neuter, and also a Rescue Network Partnerships program, which we will present to you at a later time. They agreed to look into their transfer protocols because some of their policies in place make it difficult to develop new partnerships with PACFA licensed rescues to increase transfers. At this point in time, we have not heard anything more from them about this policy review, and they were not willing to commit to anything else at this meeting. But we were very excited to run with these 2 tasks that they gave us, and we assembled teams and committees to work on developing or complete programs to help them to take that off their plate and to utilize their time as best possible. So I followed up with them on the 21st of September, requesting a meeting to have this dialogue to get their feedback. And I received a reply 2 days later saying, please just email it. As you can probably see from the 5 minutes that you got to hear about the Bottle Baby program, it really requires a dialogue. And so I responded again and I said, we'd really love to meet with you. We'll make a good use of your time and we'd love to talk about this in person. And I received an email on October 4th stating that their team was tied up with several different projects and the best use of their time would be that we just send the information, they can review it and ask us questions as needed. So I replied a third time and asked for an additional meeting and said, we really want to have dialogue with you. So we create programs that are, mutually beneficial to all of us. And 2 days later, I received another email declining an actual face-to-face meeting. So we brought it to you tonight to hopefully at least let you know what we've created and to begin that dialogue. Reform Pueblo Animal Services is committed to following through on our promise to you to work together, and we really hope that they'll be willing to step up and work with us as well. But as of today, I'm sorry to report that we have not had any reciprocation on that, and they seem to have no intent to have a dialogue with our team at this time. Another issue that I'd just like to bring to your attention is the dismissal of a volunteer at Pueblo Animal Services. I had started volunteering in July and was going through the training when I came to you to present on July 10th. And so it was no secret of my stance on reform Pueblo Animal Services. However, after drafting an op-ed that appeared in the Pueblo Chieftain on August 28th that was entitled, "Pueblo Can Save All Healthy and Treatable Homeless Pets," I was dismissed from PAS as a volunteer 2 days later. And while I am saddened about this, I wish them nothing but the best. They need volunteers and they need supporters. But I do think that it's sad that they want to dismiss folks that disagree with their stance. Even as a volunteer, we still have a right to alert the community about concerns and to voice our opinions. I may disagree with some of their policies and practices, but I was never disrespectful. And as a community, I would hope that they would welcome volunteers to come to make their shelter better. We need new ideas in this community, and we need people who are willing to come in and put in the hard work. I picked up dog poop with the best of them. I even had some emails thanking me for the photos that I sent to them, and they used them on their website. And so I really hope that those photos did help them get some additional dogs adopted. And I'm sorry that I can't go there anymore as a volunteer, but I hope that other volunteers are treated with a little bit more respect and are welcome to come back. So I still have not been asked to return. However, I have purchased my ticket to the Whisker Ball, and I will always support homeless pets. I always have, and I always will, and I will be there to support this event because I know that it does help with life-saving measures. But we really do hope that Pueblo Animal Services will welcome in volunteers who want to help. So thank you so much. We wanted to let you know of the status of our conversations with them and where we have progressed since we first presented to you in July.
Shanna, thank you. And both you and Lisa, thank you for taking this constructive approach. And I'm optimistic that there will be an opportunity. I can't imagine how that program that Lisa submitted to us can be implemented without sitting down. So we'll remain optimistic. But thank you for both being so constructive in how you're approaching this. All right.